Legends of the War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster situation playing as the Golden Order, where we'll be going up against Festus the Leech Lord. He has the Nemesis crown, which makes him incredibly dangerous, and his army is actually really bloody good, especially all the Chaos Knights of Nurgle, because our army is mostly filled with basic archers, which have no real capabilities of dishing out damage to them, and will die just about instantly, which you will mention in the email, which I'll read out in a moment. So let's read that out and come up with an idea on how to deal with this. So he says, "Hey Legend, I tried to push on Festus. At first glance I thought I could handle him and his exalted hero gang. But after multiple attempts, I just couldn't break through. I tried both controlling large army and not controlling large army, even tried hiding in the forest, but their cavalry always ignores my heroes, rushes into the woods, pins down my ranged units, and wipes them out immediately." Okay, well, we need to prevent that from happening, and I think the best way to prevent that from happening is if we have no missile units in this army. So let's use this guy here because he's still got a bit of campaign movement range, and reshuffle our army to make it a bit better. Because the thing is, what you've got here, it's not a bad army by any means, but it is a bad setup army for dealing with this. If we're attacking here, we're going to be the attacker, which means they will be on the defensive position to begin with. However, with a unit of artillery that forces them off the defense, they'll rush at us, and you still got to wait like 2 minutes for these guys to show up. And if they're right in our face, by the time they show up, these guys here need time to set up as well with all the missile units. It's just going to end up in a complete clusterfuck. It's just not going to work. So let's arrange it so that their initial army isn't able to just fuck us straight away. So we'll take out all the heroes, because you said that they just ignore your heroes. Fine, well then let's make use of the heroes at the start. And I'll also take all the melee infantry, and we'll transfer that over here. Bit choppy, I'm not sure why. And we'll transfer all of the heroes and melee infantry into this army and take out all of the missile units, including the Hammer of the Witches. Yep, and then transfer these units back over here. Yep, so that they're not on force march. That way they're not going to be exhausted when they come onto the battlefield. Looks like you've also got a few extra levels here to distribute. Let's go and do that. What's going to be the most useful to us? Maybe a bit of extra melee attack for you. And hold the lines, very good. Let's get that. Good, you got Arcane Conduit. I don't think we need regrowth. Yep, that's good. Cursive Henry here. That could be really useful, because that'll debuff them and lower their speed. Put 3 points into it. It only costs us 8 winds of magic. Alright. Oh, I can only get 1 point. Yeah, just go with Battle Hardened. And this Celestial Wizard, it's at rank 12, so we can get it to Arcane Conduit. I mean, Guided by the Stars is very good usually for the extra campaign movement range, but it's not going to help us in this particular battle. I'm probably not going to be using this one's magic, so get Curse of the Midnight Wind just in case, because that could be really handy. And yep, okay, cool. Use it as a Winds of Magic battery. 94 Winds of Magic. What else could we do? Okay, everything's been leveled up. Let's have a look at equipment. This guy's got the Midland Runefang. I'm more concerned about the wizards at the moment. Let's see about this one here. I think I'll be using this one for the most parts, magic. So you've got it on an Imperial Pegasus. That's great. You've got... Let's have a look here. It could be useful. You definitely don't want to keep that over the turn. Do you have any chance a channeling staff? No. That would have been really handy so I could cast spells quicker. Book of Ashura is going to be useless. Scroll of Leeching. It's not really that good of an ability. Yeah, Forbidden Rod should be fine for him because they don't have any flying units. So he should be relatively safe to do that. So let's give him... Actually, I'm not sure. One of them's on a Life Wizard. Is it this guy? Yeah. Well... Alright, take it off him. And then this will steal the other one. Yeah, this one. And then we'll put it back on this one here. Because otherwise I could just end up bloody switching the same ones over and over again. And I didn't really see a whole lot of other really good equipment that we could use, so I don't really see any serious adjustments we need to make there. Okay, what battle difficulty are we on? So on hard difficulty with hard AI stat modifier, so we're going to bump that up to very hard. Alright, let's jump into the battle and see how we go. So with this setup here, they can't just take out your missile units, because you don't have any. And if all of their cavalry are the problem, these are all spearmen. So that should work out quite well. And if they want to ignore our heroes, well then we'll just blast them. So he said he tried not controlling large army and controlling large army, which didn't make a whole lot of sense for me why you would not control large army, because it would only deny a few units of their garrison from showing up, and they're no real threat. All the threat here is fucking Festus, level 37 with the Nemesis crown, and we don't really have anything that's good at taking him out. Like, I don't have a death wizard to just spirit leech him constantly. Maybe I could constantly use fireball, but he's going to have a lot of battle healing cap as well. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's jump in here and see what we can do. Alright, this is a decent map for us for this army, but not for the original one you had, because the trees would not be advantageous to all your missile units. So what we'll do is we'll try to lure their army into the forest. That way all of their large units will lose 20% of their melee attack. Let's get some control groups set up. So this guy here is on flying mount. Yep. Okay, and then what we'll do with our missile units, obviously we don't want them coming in from here, have them come in from this location here, because they should be hidden when they do come in. They'll also be delayed by 5 minutes, which, honestly, I'd want to delay them longer. I want to draw all of Festus's forces over here, so that he gets exhausted running over this way, and then has to run all the way back, giving us plenty of time to set up on this hill, and then I think from here we'll get some really good use of the Hammer of the Witches. So all of these guys, I'll move them close to the edge, so that as they're taking damage, I'll withdraw them. If Festus comes over here, he will be able to fuck them up super bloody quickly. So as soon as he does that, we need to get him out of there. I will try to take him out, but I don't think it'll work. But let's see. Alright, so I want to use these wizards here to try to bait the cavalry to come in over here as early as possible, because I want to fight them in melee. Now, they're not going to rush towards us because we don't have any artillery now. So we could have set up somewhere and waited for our forces. But another thing to keep in mind is that we've got more than 40 units on the battlefield. So not all of them would be able to show up. Well, they're definitely not ignoring us now. Alright, let's get started with a bit of this. They do have a few missile units that could potentially shoot us out of the sky. Let's see. Okay. Well, with him wasting some magic on this one, especially while it's on fire, the healing's just not going to be that effective. Should have waited until it was over. But the AI doesn't think that way. Alright, let's see. If we use Fireball on Festus, how much damage are we looking at with this? 400 damage. Plus, every time he casts anything, it is going to do some healing for him as well. And we don't exactly have tons of magic. Speaking of which, we should probably grab some more. Don't you love how Burning Head just never goes in the direction that you cast it? it's alright, it still did alright. There, chucked another one down on that. Okay, well then let's burn them so they don't recover too much. Where'd you go? Okay. You stay back over here. I want to try to keep the Noxbringer staying back if possible. One that, when it's isolated, I'll land and kill it. But if I do that right now, these guys are going to get wrecked. If they hang around here too long, that's not going to be good for us. 2 winds of magic. Very nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if doing fireballs is really worth it on Festus. Much better, I think, to just try to army loss him. We'll try to just get rid of his army. Yeah, them hanging around like this, I really want them to rush. They definitely will. We just got to give it a moment. Still got plenty of time. Because, yeah, from here, if we come on in, they'll probably detect us. We really need them to... Oh, hang on. Here we go. They're coming. Okay. That's it. Get close to it, but not too close. And start luring it back this way. Good, they're bringing their army over here this way now. Good, that's what we want to see. You stay here. Good, that one's hanging back. It's almost out of ammo. I wasn't trying to waste all of its ammo. It's just that it doesn't fire while moving, so I want it to stay still. Without having to use net of ammo talk, obviously. Alright, so we've done 20,000 damage so far. Still got a decent amount of wins remaining. Hang on, we're getting too far away from them. We don't want to net of ammo talk them, because like I said, I want to lure them over here as quickly as possible. I want them to commit to the fight here. Just want to make sure they're not leaving anyone behind. Because, yeah, not long until they show up. Because if we get too far ahead of them, then they'll just back off and get back to the rest of the army. We basically want to get this one here in danger by fighting lots of spearmen so that they commit more force over here. Watch out for these ones here shooting at us. That's no ideal. Any fantastic opportunities there, but should be fine. Alright, I'm going to land him there. We'll see. No, actually, just lure it a bit more over this way. That's it, that's it. Okay, that's it. Get ready. I'd much rather them shoot this lord here because he's got passive regen and probably a lot more armor than this guy. That's it. That's it. Yep. Good. That's a good start, I think. Have these ones stay nearby. Okay, good. Now that they've committed to that fight, hopefully they start rushing over here. We've got a few seconds before they start coming in. No. Let's get him out of there. That's not ideal. Did I tell him to land there? Must have done it by accident. That's okay. I think we'll be able to get him out. Because he's big enough that they're going to have a hard time keeping him pinned down. These guys can stay in combat. That should be fine. Okay, now these ones here, you need to stop. Don't reveal yourself. Just stay put. Yeah, they're all hidden at the moment. Otherwise, they're going to turn back around and start coming at us. We don't want that. Okay, good. He's up in the air again. That's great. We're getting shot constantly in the air here. Yeah, look, they haven't turned anyone back around. More forces coming in. Just tell them to keep stopping. Now, like I said, if Festus makes it all the way over to here, we just got to immediately withdraw all the infantry. And Festus has fully healed. Yeah, I shouldn't have bothered using the fireball. Don't need to commit all of our force just yet. We've got over here. But so far, so good. Alright, I'm going to bring this guy over here so that we can give him a bit of a heal. Alright, all good. The artillery hasn't come onto the battlefield yet. But, you know, these ones here, they will eventually have been withdrawn from the battlefield. You can see here that these guys are not doing very much damage to us because they lose a lot of melee attack and, you know, they're not fighting against archers here. So it's easier for us. Good. And yeah, our spears are doing pretty well. But yeah, Festus will absolutely obliterate us with a single one of his corruption of the crown, so we've got to be careful about that. Maybe using our lord to land on Festus instead of this guy might be ideal, because yeah, we really don't want him coming over this way. We've now committed all of our troops here. This is good. Okay, like I said, I want this guy here to get some healing. I was hoping this guy would get some as well, but we'll do it again and just try to get them closer together. Now, funny thing here is that if they surround us, that actually benefits us a fair bit. Okay, how are we going? Doing some damage. Because, yeah, the corruption of the crown That's not really going to affect a single entity all that much. Okay, that one's running out of ammo. That's a good start so far. Oh, using Flock of Doom would be good. Let's do that. Yeah, we really want to eliminate as many of the cavalry units as we possibly can. Oh, okay, I didn't realize he had actually already used up a lot of his regen just because of all of the, units, nice. Because of the Marauder Horseman from before. Yeah, and he wasn't doing that great against Festus anyway. Still, at least we delayed Festus from arriving here just a little bit. So that's a plus. Yeah, 2 wins of magic, that's great. Also giving a bit of healing onto them. Alright, this guy is not really any serious threat now. They're keeping some cavalry nearby here just to annoy me, I think. I'm going to try to bring them back over to here. We've got to stop Festus from getting over this way, though. Captain of the Empire. Okay, they brought their heroes. Oh, shit. They brought the heroes over here, so... Now they're going to bring the hurt. Might be a good idea to actually start pulling out of this and getting ready to leave this, to abandon it. If we can. So everyone, if you can, get out. Get out of there. Just let the melee infantry stay there. I've got to delay Festus just a little bit more. Just a bit more. Come on, everyone, start getting out of there. The infantry hold them back. Okay, some decent hits there with Festus. On Festus, I mean. That's good. They're starting to surround us over here. Don't want to reveal our other forces just yet. Okay, are these all the heroes? Yep, we've got to get rid of the spawn of Nurgle, so someone has to come over here and help us out with that. So I gotta get out from the back this way. Could also do... No, that's not going to be worth it. I'll probably just hit my own units. Get another Flock of Doom in there. Yeah, we're not going to beat Festus this way. He's actually stronger than our Lord. But it's holding him back. Because as soon as he comes over here, he's just going to eliminate all of our guys. And getting a getaway going here is going to be a bit of an issue. Yeah, unfortunately, these ones are unbreakable. And they're monsters, so it's going to be hard to get out of there. Got to finish them off a bit more before we can make a run for it. Dwellers below might actually be a good choice. It might be alright upcast there, I think. Definitely want to be overcasting it. Oh shit, they're looking for us. And they found us. Okay. Time to get up over here. Alright, we have got to get the fuck out of here with our heroes. Well, you're fine, you can just fly over them. You start making your way back over here. Our Lord, yeah, like I said, he's not winning. But it's preventing Festus from... Okay, start getting our guys off the battlefield now. It's preventing Festus from using the Nemesis crown on infantry. How is he losing against that? His stats are way higher than him. Come on, move.
Quick march! Faster! No lingering!
Maybe he's just regenerating too quickly, I'm not sure. See if you can help out a little bit. Alright. We've got a few guys on our tail here. But yeah, we need to start backing off now. The units that are in poor shape, get them out of there. God damn it, they've got us pinned down. It's not that much of them, but I've got to get rid of them before I can get over here. Alright, we've got to... Oh, man, we've almost gotten rid of him.
Take position! Formation, march!
Okay, I'm probably going to need another... Let's go with a Flock of Doom, because they're not doing much damage to us. Just a little bit more to get rid of him. Right, look, if they send like a couple of units over this way, that's fine. Should be able to handle that, no problem. Oh, so close to getting rid of Festus.
Listen up! Obey!
Gotta keep Flock of Dooming, I think. Definitely not ignoring our heroes in this battle. I'm going to use a fireball on Festus before he starts healing. Yeah, he doesn't have any passive healing going on. Good, our guys are starting to leave the battlefield,
We
which...
are Sigma's heirs.
Good, we got rid of them. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. And it's also bringing in some more reinforcements. Brought in the Hammer of the Witches. Good, I need those. Bring them up over here. This is a terrible formation, but I'm just trying to deal with everything else at the moment. And... yeah, no, we don't have time for that. You're just going to have to deal with it. It's only a handful of them. Where's Festus? Yeah, go for that.
Ready for war.
Alright, these guys, get them around here. Let them just hold that position there as long as possible. Oh, I'd love another Flock of Doom in there. Maybe we should overcast it. Just because so many. Yeah, terrible formation, but it's only a handful of them. We just got to hold them back as long as we possibly can, because yeah, we got to get organized over here. We've almost gotten rid of Festus, and he's still got loads of potential healing that he can do. Look, they're starting to pull their forces away from here. Okay, we can withdraw them in good order now. Withdraw them. Festus is down. Good. God, he was really fucking hard to kill. Okay, this guy here, I need all the guns firing on him, and we have to get set up as quickly as possible, because this is a fucking mess. And, so is their forces. But it's going to cause us problems. We need to get away from this guy here and just try to use our guns to shoot him.
We're ready.
Good, 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 good. Yeah, that should not be a problem to deal with because it's nice and big. It's like, yeah, that guy's got regen.
What do you bid?
Can we get over here?
Detachments move.
Alright, come on. Did tell you to leave. Alright, these guys, yeah, make your way over here. And all of their fast units were, I think, for the most part, defeated. Come on, get rid of this guy. That's working out really nicely. And he's level 19, so try to kill him. Oh, no, he's dead because he's sitting inside of a settlement. So we don't have to kill him in the actual battle. Alright, this guy's taking a bit of damage, but we still got enough magic to heal him, I think. Oh, yeah, easily. Stay away from the Soul Grinder. It's still very strong in melee. Alright. Okay, come on, guys, get moving. Alright, need all of these ones on guard mode, and we have got to reorganize this as quickly as I bloody well can. And shit, we've just inflicted the army losses. Nice. I was kind of expecting to still have to fight a little bit more. Didn't even need the Hammer of the Witches. Oh, hang on, we gotta get some healing done though. So, get the heroes that are damaged. Let's bring them in before the battle's over, because it's not gonna take them long to leave the battlefield now. I guess the fact that this guy here managed to take out Festus was a big balance of power pusher for us. God, they're taking forever to bloody leave. Alright. Well, I'll just pause the recording as I do a bit of healing. I'm not going to bother running them down because they're going to get wiped out anyway. Okay, well I got a few heals in. Wasn't a hell of a lot. Just because they were close to the edge of the map. So, bit of damage on the melee infantry. But that would have happened pretty much no matter what. They all got a really good amount of damage in. Because, yeah, fighting the forest was definitely good for us. Their cavalry did not inflict a lot of damage. So, yeah, here's a big thing. If you've got units that the enemy are good at dealing with, the best thing that you can do is not use those units. Or at least hide them to the point where they can't just instantly go for them. But, yeah, if you present yourself a weakness to the enemy, and then they make use of it, we've kind of got yourself to blame. And what we did here was just don't present the weakness. So the weakness was still in our army, but they never saw it. They didn't see it until it was too late. And I'm assuming you want to occupy it. Ooh, do you want to keep the Nemesis crown? Ooh, he never gave me any instructions on this. Be good for diplomatic relations with the Empire, so that you can get more confederations. Other factions will not be happy with you. You can always put it away later. Or just lose it. Yeah, keep it. Keep it. Here's a bonus for you. Take it. Nemesis crown's not too bad. Like, the penalties on it's not too bad, I mean. Because it is a very powerful item. But yeah, the big thing here is that Festus didn't get a chance to use his Mortis Engine effect to demolish our melee infantry or our missile units. He wasn't able to use the ability from the Nemesis Crown. He still was able to fight really bloody well, but I was expecting to army loss him to get rid of it. It was the opposite. We actually caused the army losses by, for the most part, getting rid of him. And this guy here did a reasonably good job of that, I think, because at the end of the day, he did get the kill. And it looks like you're just about ready to finish off Festus for the most part. Cool. Alright guys, well that's the end of this one. This situation here looks solved. It was just that one battle there. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Later guys.